Hi everyone, I am Christine Josty of Mail Something Pretty, and I want to show you these super cute but really easy gift bags. They're kind of pocketed or gusseted gift bags that really we're just going to embellish. The bags kind of already come set for you, and so we're just going to add some embellishments. And I actually got this idea from the World Card Making Day event back in beginning of October. Stampin' Up! Hosted a virtual World Card Making Day, and one of the projects they showed were these bags. And so this was a club project, so I just want to show you how we all put them together, which is very easy. But I really want to show you, so there's some new products coming out in November, so I wanted to show you what they are. We got to pre-order them as demonstrators. So this suite, I think it's called Floret Suite. Some of it will be in the next catalog, which is January through June of 2023, but some of it will be kind of while supplies last. So I just wanted to show you. The paper is one of those that's while supplies last, which is kind of unfortunate because that's really, really pretty. So you get, standard 2 sheets of each of these designs. So that's one side. And this is the other side. Oops, there we go. The other side. So one's a little bit more graphic, one's a little bit more floral. What they did do, they actually in that World Card Making Day presentation, they kind of showed you how they designed this paper, which was kind of cool. So this paper can be used as is, which we are going to do, or you could color in the berries. You could color them red to look more Christmassy, or you could color them blue and they could be kind of like a winterberry or even blueberry. So that's kind of neat. This paper actually coordinates, I'll show you these too, with one of the dies. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this shape that gets cut out the dies. Let's see, I haven't lined it up yet to figure it out. Yeah. So that cuts out, but it also cuts out with this stamp set. So it's the same image. So the dies in the stamp set, that's going to be what's in the catalog starting in January, but you can pre-order it beginning in November, which is exciting. And you get, so these are all the dies. So some work alone and some work with the images of the stamp set. So it's called Frame Florets. It's kind of fun. I really like the fonts of it. And so what else is included is this stamp set, which has kind of the same script font, which I love. This Framed and Festive one. And this is what we're going to use in the project today. But this stamp set is while supplies last. But it's a great Christmas one, as well as these, what are they called? Gold adhesive back swirls. So they do have like a little swirly in it. So those are kind of while supplies last too. So what's going to be available from November and then also in the new catalog is the stamp set and the dies. Oh, and I'm missing some dies that go with this. I'll show you in a second. Oh shoot, I left them downstairs. I'm going to stop this and go get it because it's kind of important. Okay, I love being able to edit videos together. This was actually very important to show you because these 3 oval dies come with these dies that bundle with this stamp set. And they also, the ovals also work with this stamp set that is part of the suite, but you can purchase separately. Hopefully that's not confusing, but I wanted to show you how the ovals work. So, so this oval right here, it actually cuts out this whole thing cuts this, but it cuts this they're 2 separate pieces with one cut through, and same with this one cuts. I try to put them on with like temporary tape so I could move them around. This one cuts these 2 pieces like that. This oval you could layer in with that oval, which is kind of nice, and then this heart one, it only cuts out the hearts. It doesn't cut out oval on the inside or outside, but you could always, cut the hearts and then put an oval on the inside. You could also put another oval on the inside. So you can layer them all together and work together. All right, so these are part of that die set that are available November 1st, but also in the January through June catalog of 2023. All right, so that was important. I wanted to show you. Okay, so for these bags, actually I'll bring those back. I'll show you what I did for the ovals. So you can use, I think this one might be a little bit big for this style, but it certainly fits in an oval, just not with the gingham paper. So you can use any of those words. So let me just show you how easy they are to put together. So here are my pieces. And we're going to stamp. Let's see what's the right side, what's the wrong side. So the oval dies, I lost them already. They're kind of big. So in the World Card Making Day, I think I made this one, event, she actually used gold foil paper. But for club, like that would have taken a lot. It's a pretty big size, right? Of foil paper. I didn't have enough. So I decided to use Mary Merlot, and I actually really like the combination. So what you can even do, because I didn't need the outside frame, right? Because it cuts the two pieces. So I just cut a smaller size piece of paper and just cut the oval on the inside. So you don't feel like you're wasting anything. You just cut a smaller piece to do that. And I did the same thing with the white on the inside because those two layer together. So I just cut a smaller piece and then ran them through my machine. All right, so we're just gonna stamp on that one. Let's see here. So I chose to do From Our Home to Yours because it was on my block, using Evening Evergreen because it is the same color as the paper. I'm gonna do kind of towards the top of the oval so that I can put some evergreen, or some of the gingham rather. So what I did was I just cut little strips because everyone chose different words. Oh, it's not as straight as it could be, huh? Let's see if I can make that a little straighter. That's because I was stamping on the white on white. Let's see if this is a little bit, I think that's a little straighter. So I'm just going to glue that on here. Again, because like the Noel has a bigger piece than this piece. So I just cut little strips. In the video of the World Card Making Day, I think she actually used her die, you know, cut a strip and then just cut that out. But for me, that was a lot of cutting. I think I'll do it this way. So this works just fine. So you put a little glue on there, you grab your scissors, you turn it over, you know, that's two sides a piece of paper, and I'm just cutting around the edge. And then you get your oval. So no one will know I just used scissors. And then this goes on here. I'm gonna cut this, glue this on rather than use dimensionals because I'm gonna poke a hole in it. I'll show you in a second. So that just gets layered on. There is a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little nice line imprint that goes around there. It's not stitched, but it's just a nice little imprint. All right, and then, so that's that. And so, let's see. Like I said, these bags, they're in the annual catalog. They're called Embossed Treat Bags, and you get 10 per pack. So they have a little bit of, they're not quite matte, they're not quite shiny, and there is some texture. There's some stripes in them. You could use the sponging brush, what's it called? The blending brush. You could color it if you wanted to. You could use the spritzer to color it if you wanted to. I'm just leaving them plain white. I like, you know, they're fine white. They match the paper. So I just measured the width. I think it's 6, but I forget. And then I did 1.5 inches. And so I'm just going to glue that directly on the bag. And I decided just to do the front. I didn't think it needed the sides or the back of the bag. I thought the front was just fine. And then, oh good, I'm gonna close this ink. I thought I just put it in the ink. I'm just going to use if you have a hole punch, that works, but this works too. This is just a foam pad. And I'm just going to use my take your pick tool, the paper piercer part, and just poke a hole right in there. So it creates a hole. And then this, what do they call this? I don't know. Comes together with a silver and gold, it's not twine, cording maybe? And I'm just gonna tie a bow. Actually, I'm gonna tie a double knot, excuse me. So then the cording sometimes is slippery, and that way, there we go, it will not stay knotted. And just cut that. There we go. And now I'm going to use dimensionals, just two, kind of one on the top, one on the bottom. And I'm just going to stick that directly in the bag so that it doesn't really get tied onto the bag. You certainly could do that. My apologies. You certainly could tie it on there, but I just used a dimensional. So there you go. Then you go get some water. Really easy gift bags. Thank you very much for watching. This is Christine Josty. Mail something pretty. Bye-bye.